Dart definitely keeping. Yeah, he definitely is. He definitely
Keeping
is.
him employed. Facts.
Joe, I don't know how I'm gonna do this one, but when Joe called me, he said, "Tomo, man, what we gonna talk about today? We gotta talk about we gotta talk about the Commanders, and we gotta talk about the Cowboys." And I was like, "Well, if we talking about the Cowboys game, I got 30 seconds for you, Joe. I ain't got too much." Rico Dowdle said, "Buckle up." I fell out the roller coaster because we was not there. We was not. I did not expect the Carolina Panthers to do that. It was like they heard my segment from last year when I said they gonna tie with the Broncos and win only 2 games. And then they came back this year and said, "Oh yeah, we heard everything y'all said." And they ran for 239 yards. 200. He got 200 yards back to back. Did you know Rico Dowdle was on my fantasy team? I dropped him because I didn't think he was gonna do nothing. Then the following week he got 200. You see what I'm saying? I feel like Jerry Jones. I feel like Jerry Jones. I let him go. Rico Dowdle has 230 yards from scrimmage versus his former team. The Panthers beat the Cowboys with a field goal walk off. Rico, man, I tried to tell people about him when he was here. They didn't want to believe. He came back and did his thing. I see Ricky in the comments. He know about Rico Dowdle on Madden. Um, Question is, what was the reason? And some say why Matt Eberflus should stay. I know Cowboy fans right now are saying fire Matt Eberflus. He needs to go. I'm one of them. I flipped out and said whoever signed off on Matt Eberflus being here, I need to talk to them. I said way more graphic things in the NFL chat. Become a member on Instagram, but I was just like, he got to go, bro. You can't keep doing this. You got blown coverages. You got people getting blown up. You got defensive ends getting blocked by tight ends who's 200 pounds. I'm like, what do you bench press if you letting him just walk you back 6 yards? But that's nonetheless. We got Russell Wilson looking like a Hall of Famer, but getting benched the following week. The only 2 games that you can hold your hat on, one ended in a tie, and the other one you lost. The Eagles game. That was one of the best defensive performances we've seen from the Dallas Cowboys, and that was probably because it was week 1. Kev, I'm with you on week 1 from now on, my boy. It really don't mean nothing in training camp until week 1 show up because I ain't seen that team since. Saquon Barkley held to under 100 yards. We only got one catch from A.J. Brown. The deepest ball that Hurts threw in that game went to Jahan Dotson, and we should have known then. Once Elam got beat on that play, it should have been downhill. Some things should have just been written. These are all the things you could just sit up here and say, look, this is why Eberflus needs to go. Tomo, if he does it again, why are you saying that we need to keep him? I'm talking in my worm voice now. One reason. Matt Eberflus signed here, and he thought Michael Parsons was going to be on the team. Matt Eberflus also signed here with the expectation of somewhat having a historic secondary. You thought Deron Bland leading in pick 6. You got Trayvon Diggs coming back off of the ACL, going to training camp. You like, okay, I got a ball hawk, and I got 2 ball hawks, and somewhat can cover in a good man scheme of things. I'm bringing in my linebackers who know the scheme. We got Overshown, but at the end of the day, we got Michael Parsons. We got one of the most generational talented players that's going to be here. And then training camp comes. And Michael Parsons is only out there doing push-ups and jumping jacks. He not doing no drills with you. He did 3 drills and OTAs, and that's it. So that's one reason of he doesn't have his pieces. This isn't the defense that Matt Eberflus wants to actually teach. The thing that he got back was Kenny Clark, and I'm not saying Kenny Clark is bad, but I do feel as though Jerry Jones needs to go out and help him get the linebackers that he needs, so that way we can see somewhat of what this defense can look like. Because right now, every cornerback that we have on our roster, Joe, has something wrong with their knee. Outside of Kaya Elam, it's either they're coming back from a knee injury, nursing a knee injury. It's just bad knees. You can't have bad knees or a bad foot because Deron Bland got a bad foot. So right now he just don't have the personnel, right? And I want to come on here and blame the coach and say, man, the coach need to call better this, the coach need to call better that. But just like I said in the NFL chat too, Joe, what are the players doing? Are you watching the film? Are you trying to get better? Because I hear you say you want to get better, but a cover 3 is a cover 3. A cover 2 is a cover 2. I can show you a picture of a cover 3 and say, Joe, this is what you need to do. You can go out there and run it. When people are getting blown up in coverage because they're saying, "Oh no, he's supposed to be here, he's supposed to be there, he's supposed to do this, he's supposed to do that." The players got to make the plays, bro. I can call whatever I want to call, but you need to make the plays. I'm gonna go back to the one crucial play in Carolina. It was the fourth down. It was like 4th and 2. The one where everybody's talking about Deron Bland was like 10 yards off the ball. I watched that play. I was mad. I'm like, why are you 10 yards off the ball? Deron Bland, you supposed to sneak up. I listened to somebody break the play down. I looked back at the play after they broke it down. They was basically in a mug, and the linebacker was supposed to cheat that slant. But the linebacker, when they broke, he jumped like a running back was coming. Then he went to break on the slant. If you go back and look at it, I think it was Kenneth Murray. His hand was right there, right where the ball was supposed to be. But if he didn't hesitate, he probably could have helped. Could have helped. I'm not saying Deron Bland shouldn't have played man, but I think whatever he called in that moment, he's like, I trust my linebacker to get there. If he gonna get there, we make plays. Because Eberflus is a linebacker coach. Everything he coaches starts from the middle of the field, and then he works his way out. That's what it is. He just don't have the linebackers. Reason 2, Dallas defense was already in a decline before he got here. We were known for not stopping the run. I can tell you about the LA Rams. I mean, CJ Anderson, he probably got 2 more jobs after that playoff game. Yeah, I have to. Then you just think about when we played the Ravens. You gotta think about that rushing offense that rushing day that they had. Of course, everybody's gonna think about Rico Dowdle, but the Cowboys have always been famously known for not stopping the run. Jerry even came out after he traded Michael Parsons and said that was his favorite quote throughout the thing. We have to stop the run. We have to stop the run. Well, after yesterday, you couldn't stop a run on sentence. I don't know what's going on. The period is right there. You can use the decimal point. I don't care. They couldn't stop anything. But 1, he doesn't have his pieces. 2, the defense was already declining before he got there. Micah, if they would have re-signed Mike, I think they would have been really behind the 8 ball. They couldn't really sign too many players because then you would have had 3 players making over $40-something million on your salary cap. So that's another thing. The third reason why, you can't fire him during the middle of the season, Joe. Last year, I watched Zimmer do the same thing. It was about week 6. Granted, around week 6, the defensive scheme started to pick up. Players started to understand it. But I think you give him 2 more weeks. You trade for a linebacker. Hopefully you can, I don't know which one's out there, but find somebody that can run this scheme. You got players coming back. I don't like trusting players coming off an injury, but you got some players coming back that can be potential playmakers on this team. You get them in the rotation, and then you see what you got there. I would hate for Demarion Overshown to come back and he playing like at an A caliber level, and Eberflus didn't even get the chance to do it. He already didn't get the chance with Parsons. Also, I said I had 3. I really got 4, Joe.
Okay.
Sometimes the players just might be dumb. I'm sorry. It's just like they not dumb. They could be stubborn. Let me say that. They could be stubborn. They want to do one thing versus what the coach is telling them to do. And now when you go out there, you got blown, busted coverages and y'all yelling at each other or y'all just looking at the tablet saying what's going on when technically it's like you don't trust what's happening next to you. If you don't trust your teammates, that's the one thing I don't like about Eberflus is saying. If you see that the players don't trust the teammates, it's time for you to step in and be the adult. Somebody needs to be the adult in the room. But the 3 reasons I say they should keep him or at least just not fire him just yet. Now, if y'all come in on Sunday and y'all run for 300, 400 yards, y'all can retract all this from the statement. Like, he got to go. That's just going to be me being personal. But he doesn't have the personnel. He was sold a promise that he didn't get. 2, the defense was already declining, so he has to turn it around. He did the same thing with the Colts. Their defense was terrible, and then he found a way to turn it around. We've seen the linebackers that he got when he was there. Even when he was here at one point as a linebacker coach, he found a gem in Sean Lee. Couldn't stay healthy, but he could find a linebacker. You just got to have the time. 3, the midseason firing goes back to me saying, I think he needs the time. Some of these players need to develop under an actual coordinator. The only coordinator they had consistently was Dan Quinn, and now he's gone. After Dan Quinn, you had Zimmer. Now you want Flus, and then you're going to bring somebody else in. Then it's going to be another situation. Then they're going to probably try to bring somebody else in. It might be another situation. So I say give Eberflus at least the rest of the season to see what happens. And that was a lot. But go ahead.
Okay, I see we got a super chat.
Oh, hold up. You got it? I'm going to find the sound effect.
Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah. Shout out to my boy Ty, straight to the point. Ty, 27th month being a member. Shout out to the best network. Shout out to IRC in the red corner, the best boxing show. Make sure you check out that episode from 2 days ago on Sunday. Shout out to Tawana Fish.
Tijuana.
Hashtag, huh?
Tijuana Fish.
Oh,
I get
Tijuana.
where you're going.
My bad. Tijuana Fish. Hashtag no Thanksgiving. So no Thanksgiving. No Thanksgiving. Hashtag Clarissa knows. Hashtag Canelo lost. Hashtag Ali over Floyd. Shout out to my boy Ty.
Donations.
Tijuana Fish.
You talking about Canelo?
Oh dang. Shout out to Boots, right?
Hey, no, that's not his guy. That's Ricky guy.
I know it's not his guy.
He said
I know
Clarissa.
it's not his guy.
Clarissa just trying to get somebody paid, but Joe, you got anything you want to add to that, or you?
So when I'm hearing, basically the personnel. That's what it comes down to. He don't have the person. He has the right scheme, but the guys are not executing the scheme. Basically,
There we
you
go.
know. All right, cool. So I mean, I get it because before the season started, I think everybody looked at our defense and said we don't believe in it, and now we see what's going on, and now we want to fire the coach. So I get it. I'm with you. You guys, both of your top cornerbacks dealing with injury, both of them, and you don't have your boy Overshawn, right? When does he come back? I know you told me before, but what is he?
I thought it was for this game, but now they're saying November.
Oh dang.
So sometime in November. So
Okay,
that's
but
what
at least you
I'm
get
saying.
CD back. You know,
Woo!
we might get Terry and Cosme too. We should be getting Cosme back for sure, but might get Terry back too. Oh, that would be good. Good timing for both of us. But I get it. I get it, and I think the Cowboy fans will understand where you're coming from. Once again, I feel like on Jerry in 2025, Jerry Jones' fault. Right? It's his fault right now. He the GM. He not putting the pieces together. So he said our job was to stop the run. Now don't get me wrong. I feel like y'all did a pretty good job stopping the run all year. But last night, against Rico
The last
Dowdle, though,
two.
it was different.
Actually, it was the last two games. Like the Jets game, Brees Hall was having some big runs. It just so happened that he fumbled one of them. Like we forced a fumble on one, and then it was just downhill from there.
Yeah, we saw having a good year too, though. He having a good year, but I'm with. I mean, I understand. I have no pushback. I understand.
Okay, I mean, I already know what's gonna happen in the comments, so that's what we here for. But I say you give him 3 more. I said you give him the rest of the season, see how it plays out. Who knows? Maybe the defense goes from 34th to 29th. We don't know, and it's not even 34 teams.
34th.
I'm just saying that's how bad they are. That's how bad it is. It's bad.
I mean, we
It's
did see the Ravens turning around last year, right? But they had the pieces though. They got the players. We saw the Ravens turning around. Who else? I mean, we seen people do that. Like as the
I think
season go on, teams turning around.
yeah, you got to find ways though. You got to have the players that want it. I think the Ravens had the players that want it. I think we have a few of the players that want it, but again, that trade deadline coming, so make something shake.
And they were winning. You know, when you're winning, it kind of like, all right, y'all, we gotta do our part. Come on, y'all.
I mean, can you imagine going to practice on the offensive side? Like
No.
I don't want to pull a tour, but I'll be out there like, what we practicing for? What they gonna do?
Yeah,
This
y'all
is
offense balling.
do you imagine that your offense is going up against this defense, right? And the defense probably getting stops in practice, and then they go up against another offense and they look bad, but your offense go out there and look better. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense.
Like,
Carl, help
it don't
me.
make no sense. I'm telling you, man. I
Carl, help
feel
me
like on Jerry
understand.
Jones in 1996. Wait, go
Why
ahead.
you had to go there? Why you had to bring up 96?
It goes with the song. He
Okay.
said 2006. I mean, I had it 1996.
You want to bring
It
up
make no
96?
sense. Oh well, my bad.